Welcome back, Legendary Potato here to episode number 2 of the Zelda mods series. So, in the last episode, I started off with something simple, which is making the Master Sword, and so I kind of did a bunch of custom enchanting and modding stuff with that, and it was a pretty cool one. But what I'm going to be doing today is a little bit more complex. It's going to be GRF editing. So basically what I want to do is I want the player to spawn with custom stuff, and then basically spawn into the house right around here. And so what I wanted to originally do was just spawn the player in here, spawn them with custom armor and everything like that. But the problem is with that is that, like, if I wanted to use custom dyed leather armor, you can't do that with GRF editing. So let's say I wanted to have whatever I want to do here, so like green, green and then the white color. So let's say I want to have the custom dyed armor to look something like, oh wait, I gotta do it through the crafting. You know, that sort of thing, you gotta dye the armor. You can't do that through GRF editing. And so my idea for solving this problem, where spawning in the player with leather armor would not really work too well, is to spawn the player into a custom pod, where they will then fall into like some cobwebs or tripwire or something, spawns them in with the armor, or like it'll put them on the thing. Custom end gateway that will then teleport them into the house. And so that's my solution to this problem here, is so that way then we can give them the custom armor and whatever else we need them to get, and they'll only spawn inside this tube once. Then they'll be there. If we turn on keep inventory, then they'll never lose the armor. So is keep inventory on? Just right there. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this right here is the center of the world. I'll probably hide this in the map if I want to do something with that anyway. But what I'm going to go ahead and start off with is kind of figuring out the redstone part of this mod. So let's say I do some dispensers, some redstone, get all that sort of good stuff. I really only need about 3 dispensers, or 4 dispensers rather. And then basically for the rest of the stuff I want the player to spawn with, if there's anything else, I can just do it with the proper GRF editing if I really wanted to. So we'll have an end gateway like right here. And then what we'll do next is we'll just kind of build this up just a little bit. We'll have a cobweb, that way then it stalls enough time. Where is the cobweb? It's somewhere in here. So yeah, basically I'll just kind of make this contraption. I'll kind of do it a little bit off camera. You guys don't really need to see the redstone. I'll explain how it all works after we're all done. But basically they'll fall in here, get their armor, and whatever else they need, and then they'll be able to spawn in there. So let me finish up this tube and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so I've created a really simple system using a tripwire. Leads up to here, 4 dispensers. And so what should happen is when the player spawns right around inside this pod, they will fall into the tripwire. It will dispense the 4 pieces of armor right there. And then we will slowly be dropped inside of here. So I kind of wish the cobwebs were slightly faster. They are a little bit slow, but that is just what I have to deal with. I could do some redstone so like it drops an iron trap door instead, which is the thing, but honestly I'm not too sure if that would work out well or not, or what that would do. You know what, let's give it a try actually, maybe because the cobweb is a little bit too slow. We don't need to be in there for that long. Like, it would be as fast as like just a couple seconds hopefully, but the cobweb would make it like 20 seconds. So what we'll just do is we'll kind of cut out this here and we'll try and make something. Okay, so I set up this system here. It's not very compact, but that's kind of not important here. So what we'll go ahead and do is just pretend that we spawn inside of here, get our 4 items right there, and trapdoor opens. That is perfectly timed. I think that should work. So now that we have all of that set up, we just need to put our armor in here. I'll see if I can make this more compact at all. If not, then that's not really too big of a deal. But yeah, it is a little bit ugly. It is a little big, but other than that, it really does not matter too much. So yeah, I'll go ahead and make the custom armor right here. I'll probably keep it in my inventory, just so that then I can mod the armor in Universal Minecraft Editor as well and make it unbreaking, all that sort of good stuff. So basically what I'll do is dye it, do everything like that. I'll show you guys what it looks like before I go ahead and mod it. And then we'll go ahead, load everything up on Universal Minecraft Editor, and we can get started with that. Okay, so just for reference, this is what the armor will look like on the player. So it looks pretty nice. I do like the look of that. I have some in my inventory as well, so I'll go ahead and be modding that armor. And I made this a little bit more compact, which is nice as well. So we just have redstone torch coming out of this block and a couple of repeaters, redstone torch, and comes down into this block. So in case you were wanting any sort of reference, in case you wanted to make this design for yourself, then that's pretty much how you're going to be able to do that. But yeah, so anyway, next up what we can do now is I believe we can load up Universal Minecraft Editor, but just to repeat all the tasks that we need to do, we need to set the world spawn point for the GRF. So this will be the first and only spawn for players that join the world for the first time. At around these coordinates here, so about 00y equals 11, about there, so that should be good. And then what we'll do next is we'll make it so that then there's going to be an end gateway down at the bottom. I reckon if we put in a banner, let's see if we can find a banner somewhere. I believe they're in the miscellaneous, or they're in the decoration, I think. So yeah, if we put down a banner somewhere inside of here, can I stuff it where the thing is, or just put it below here? Something like right there. So it'll just make an invisible end gateway. It doesn't really matter too much. It's easier than putting in the spawner block and doing all that like complicated stuff, so I'll just make a banner into a gateway. So that gateway will then teleport the player to the coordinates, which I'll probably actually have to write down these ones somewhere. So wherever your coordinates might be for your spawn area, mine will be around here. So I guess what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot so I don't have to write them down. That's perfect. So now we got that. Those coordinates should be good to go. And then what we need to do, of course, is enchant the armor that they're going to be spawning in with. So those are basically the 3 tasks we have to do. They slowly get more, I was going to say they get more difficult, but I think the second task will be the most difficult, the end gateway, but that's not even that hard either. But anyway, yeah, with enough rambling, let's go ahead and load up Universal Minecraft Editor, and we'll get started with this. Okay, so now that I'm on the Universal Minecraft Editor, let's go ahead and get started with the modding. Something that I should note is that in between the time of the last clip, I actually put the armor inside of a chest instead of on my player. And the reason for that is because I'm going to be deleting my player so that I can test the GRF, make sure it's all working properly. So right there I started off by deleting my player so I can test and assure that the GRF is working properly. So I spawned in a chest right where I'm standing as well. So now what I can go ahead and do is check out the armor I have right there, and I can go ahead and mod it. So basically it has all the tags like the display, so that basically all the color and stuff. So that's basically how that works, but you can't do that through GRF. So what I'm going to start off with is by setting this to unbreakable, so that way now I don't have to worry about that ever breaking, and I can do that with all the armor as well. And so I can also change the display name, so I can do it to whatever I like, of course. So I'll probably do something like Kokori boots, like that. So easier than using an anvil, just a little more convenient. So I can just type it out on a keyboard, and it types it out just like that. So I guess what else I can do, I can put on any amount of protection or any sort of enchantment that I would like on it. I don't really need to do too much. This is just kind of some basic armor. So it doesn't really have to be too amazing. It's already going to do a decent amount of protection as it is. So mostly just having it be unbreakable is the important part here. So I'll go ahead and do that to all the armor. Also, through Universal Minecraft Editor, I can actually change the armor color. So if I want a different color green, for example, what I can go ahead and do is kind of modify that. So it'll look more like a kind of green I like. And I can also copy the hex code there. And so that then I can use that on the chest plate as well, so that then I don't have to find it. So right there, now they're going to be a different color green that you normally would not really be able to do through the game, at least not easily. If you wanted a really specific color, then you'd have to try pretty hard to do that. And then what I'll go ahead and do is check like the colors of each of these, make sure I kind of like them. Like this is just a pure white, so I'm kind of happy with that. I don't really have any complaints about that. But the armor color here, let's go ahead and take a look. I can probably make these darker brown. So there you go, some custom color armor. So I can do that however I'd like as well. So that's pretty nice there. Okay, so the armor has been modified accordingly. It has custom names, custom colors, and also everything should be unbreakable, as you can see as well. So basically this armor will never break no matter how much the damage the player takes, which is perfect because armor does not break in the Legend of Zelda series. Of course, it's just normal clothing you wear. So that works out conveniently for me as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and do one last thing here, is make it so that then the count is going to be 64, so I can put in a whole bunch into the dispensers. So in case for whatever reason we need more, or if more players decide to join, even though of course Zelda is usually a single player game, there will be plenty for other players as well. So I'll just put that there, and then we should be able to stack these. I hope that it will work out the way I intended to, but if not, no big deal there. So we should have 64 armor now of each of those types. So let's go ahead and work on doing the next thing, which is going to be the the end gateway. So what I can just go ahead and do quickly is try and find that. I'll just locate the chunk with that in there. So it should be right there. Cool, we got the banner. And so basically what I just need to do is change this banner right here, so that is actually an end gateway. So changing that right there. So if you change this banner to Minecraft end underscore gateway, all lowercase. So what you're going to see is that Universal Minecraft Editor will automatically change the symbol for it to an end gateway. So that's how you know that you did it properly. And so basically we can delete some things here. I don't think we need to do too much. I think we can actually do the end gateway teleport mod. Awesome. So basically what I can do, exact teleport, and I can use the coordinates from earlier, which I'll have to pull up really quickly. Okay, so here's the coordinates, right here. So we'll do 8, we'll do 18, and then we'll do -9. So that will bring us right around to where we are. Put on exact teleport tag, and I'll set it to invisible, even though I think it will be invisible either way. And then we should be good to go. So everything there should look pretty nice. I don't think I need to change anything other than maybe getting rid of these 2 tags. I don't think they're too important. Yeah, so that looks good to go. I'll just get rid of... Actually, I'll leave that there. I'm not too sure what that does, but I don't think it'll make a difference if I have that there or not. And so that's the end gateway done, so the player will fall into that. That should work properly. And so last thing I need to do is, of course... the GRF. So basically I need the GRF to spawn the player into a specific point. So we'll go to the GRF mod, player defaults enabled, and just change the spawn point. And everything else should be just fine. If I wanted to modify the inventory, I can do that, although I don't really see any purpose to that. I don't really think I need to spawn in the player with anything. And so I can just change this to 11. Since I put it at 0, 0, it just makes it easier. I don't have to remember any coordinates for later on. So kind of a nice thing there, of course. And if I wanted to be more advanced, I could do something like an item message, but honestly, I don't really think that's too necessary right now. So what I'll go ahead and do is save all of this, and we should be able to load it back up onto our Xbox and see what we did. Alright, so I'm loading up the world, and we're going to take a look and see if everything works properly. And so I'm going to have to start this on the menu, on the loading, because it's GRF, so everything's going to happen pretty quickly with the spawn. So we spawn inside of here. Dispensers hopefully would have went off by that point, and we spawned perfectly right on the bed too. That was actually really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything that just happened. So I spawned right in here. And then we basically got our items. So let's just go ahead and check that the items will dispense fast enough, because I think I did remove a repeater, but it should still just be fine. So we'll put all these in here, and so hopefully we'll have these in our inventory before we teleport away, which would be ideal, and hopefully it's consistent as well. And then what we'll do is we'll check on the armor, make sure the armor looks good as well. So right there, 4 pieces, and we're in. So perfect, everything worked perfectly there. So last thing I want to check on is that armor that I did. So the colors should be slightly different, and we also have 64 of them, custom named, and also recognized as unbreakable. So that is actually really cool right there. So let's go ahead and put it on and see exactly what that looks like. It is definitely a much brighter green. Look at that. So that is pretty nice. I definitely do like that for sure. And it's not even enchanted either, because the unbreaking must have not actually been an enchantment thing, but rather some sort of tag, which is kind of cool. So that's kind of neat there. And so we can pretty much put these guys inside of here. So we'll put that right there, there, and right there. Perfect. So now, basically every time a player spawns in, they will get that armor, and they will spawn right inside the treehouse perfectly every single time as well. So let's go ahead and do it, so that basically it will spawn the armor on me. So we'll just go ahead and take it off, and then we'll go ahead and we'll jump in here just like as if we spawned in the world normally. So let's go ahead and jump in. Basically it's going to put it on right there. I'm missing boots for some reason, so that didn't really work. So yeah, I guess I'll have to play around with the repeater timing since it seems like it's a little too fast. But let's go ahead and see exactly. Oh, they actually spawned up here. So you gotta just make sure, experiment, make sure everything works consistently. So we'll just kind of play around with that and just make sure, like, to see it work that time, for example. So I'll just go ahead and put some blocks around here. So basically that then it won't be able to put anything above it like that. Oh, oops, not like that, but probably with like stairs and stuff. And then we should be good, and that should be everything all done perfectly. But hopefully you guys did enjoy today's universal Minecraft editor tutorial sort of thing for your Zelda map. And so that's how you can spawn the player in with custom colored armor with any sort of enchantments, anything you would like. Of course, using GRF spawning and end gateway teleportation, we were able to do that. If you guys want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified of when the next video goes live, of course. But yeah, this is a very good system. Even if you're not making a Zelda map, any sort of map where you need the player to spawn in with something that you would not be able to spawn them in with GRF, this is a good kind of way to work around that. We still get that custom spawn, we still get that custom stuff, and everything works perfectly. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys, and peace out. Hey, don't go yet. I want to quickly tell you guys about the brand new Universal Minecraft Editor course made by the mod tool creator himself, OPrizeLP. Check this out. If you're looking to learn everything there is to know about console modding, this is a huge opportunity. With this course, you can learn everything there is to know about console modding. This course includes over 45 detailed and in-depth videos about modding with the Universal Minecraft Editor, that by the end of it you'll be a modding professional. As well as that, it includes 4 quizzes and an advanced modding demonstration using a custom slime dungeon map that will teach you insane applications of mods you'll learn throughout the course. The course is designed to explain every detail modding from extreme basics to complex mods, so that even someone who has never modded before in their life can still follow this course. And plus, you get a no-risk 30-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. Click the link at the top of the description and you can get the course and try it for yourself. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll get to see you become the next big modder and map maker in the Minecraft community. Have a good one, guys. See you next time.